This is our festive feature, Road to Cheltenham. Yes, so we're all here in person. Well, I say all of us. Frankie and Joel couldn't join us. So we've got Michael McIntyre, Stephen Mullins, Camper Cousins. Campers Christmas, boys. Look at this.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
I've got to say, I've pulled this out of Joel's wardrobe, not mine.
I was going to say, it's a couple of sizes too big for you, I believe.
I don't even know what else is in Joel's wardrobe.
That's another show, I tell you.
Obviously, we're trying to find some winners over Christmas, but also react to what we saw at the weekend. But I mean, I know Christmas is all about like the kids and all that, but for punters,
King George,
yeah.
Well, Boxing Day is a whole.
Boxing Day, right? Yeah. This is the thing. You've got to get a dog and you've got to have kids, and then the in-law would say to you, "Is it all right if we pop out about 1:30? It is brilliant. And why don't you go for a big long walk? It's fantastic. I'll get a barbecue on when you come back. It's fantastic.
I've had a touch.
What?
I've had a touch.
Why? Where are you off?
Staying in London. Normally, I'm trekking up and down the country and driving back. Christmas is ruined. I've said, no, King George comes first. Staying in London, just go to the pub on Christmas Day.
Right, you've never said that. You've never said that. No, the King George comes first, dear.
So nobody will have you.
Yeah, that's it. It's just me. Just looking through the cards all day.
Boxing Day.
Yeah.
27th?
No, see, I've got to do some family duties on the 27th.
Ah, right, okay. We've got Newbury, we've got Haydock as well, which is Betfred. Got loads to look forward to. We'll look ahead to some of the big races over Christmas shortly, but we're going to react to the weekend and kind of the Novice Chases, I suppose, with the big guns, big horses from last year, Novice hurdlers going Novice Chasing. We'll start Dancing City, winning on his chasing debut quite nicely. 7-1 for the Brown Advisory. That's the way he's going to go, isn't it? 3 mile Novice Chasing.
Yeah, definitely. Given his Grade 1 hurdling form over staying trips, it was a nice start, I thought. He was happy just to kind of lob along, wasn't he, Paul, on board? And he said he actually was happy enough to let him take up the running because he was, enjoying himself up front. And I thought the good thing was the faster they went, bar one, I think maybe it was 3 out or 4 out, bar that fence, he jumped better the quicker they went. And I think he had quite a lot in hand. So good start. He's going to go into favourite, isn't he, considering he picked up, was it 3 mile Grade 1 hurdle races last year?
Yeah.
And then has jumped well on chasing debut. Another to the Willie Mullins battalion and the Novice Chasers.
There's a few more to go through as well.
Yeah, we're not even there yet. I mean, I same as Frankie, 3 out, fluffed that a little bit. Was in front a couple of times. I think he just idled, got a bit lonely, got a bit bored in front. And the right horses were second and third. Shannon's Royale for Gordon and Mossy Fen Park for Henry, who jumped left and hung right, or the other way around, or whatever it was. So look, 2-5. I'm not sure anyone's backing him on the day, unless you are Willie Mullins. But I mean, 7-1, short, fair.
Yes, fair. I guess they weren't bad horses, were they? Behind, like Shannon Royale's 140 rated over hurdles, making his chase debut, and Mossy Fen was a Grade 2 hurdler making his chase debut. So they weren't bad opposition in behind, and I'm sure it'll be better for the run as well.
7-1, as is Madgeborough. Now, I know we love this horse. He's not a juvenile hurdler. He won the Triumph. We always know when Willie Mullins has said he's going to be better and he's a potential Gold Cup horse. The thing is, he won over 2 miles. He did jump left-handed, but that wouldn't matter when it comes to like the likes of Cheltenham and even Leopardstown. But surely he's a Gold Cup horse. What trip's he going to go over? Is he one that where a la Ballyburn, the 2.5 mile race being taken out, it's kind of hindered him? Because do they want to go 3 miles? He's only a 5-year-old. Stardom Hazen, I think the last to win this is a 5-year-old, so doesn't want to go over 3 miles, bottom him out. Will he get outpaced in an arc? I know he's won a Triumph, but
I don't know.
I mean, you're probably better on this. Do you use racing IQ at all? Because I'm not.
I wasn't looking at how he went over his fence.
But I just read the racing IQ stuff. I'll read it to you. A 9.4 out of 10, a spectacular figure for a seasoned performer, let alone one making his chasing debut before his 5th birthday. And they were so impressed. As I was visually, he said he jumped left, but racing IQ, I've not got involved yet. I know you like looking at the fences and whatever. Hello, that's why I sit at home at Christmas. But visually it was great. But again, like you say, where do you go from here? Because you've got a big step up in it because it's a Gold Cup horse.
I think it was performance of the weekend. I think it was the best performance of the weekend.
After Man United.
Even though they could have the race again tomorrow on the Gallops, because he only beat his stablemates.
Yeah, fair, but they were 2 good herd. I know they were all making their chase debut, but that was the favourite for the Supreme last year and the 4th in the Supreme. And those 3 were however many lengths clear of the field. So you had 3 potentially or classy hurdlers from last year and now potential classy chasers going at it. he won with so much in hand. He hit the last fence, I think, 45 miles an hour, and then quickened to the line. Like he was so once he was quickening and went to the line so easily and put to bed what were decent hurdlers last year. I think it was a massive performance. The question is, where does he go? I suppose Willie Mullins, before he'd even ran, didn't he, said he looks like a Gold Cup horse. So in my mind, I always have thought of that's where he'll end up. But then you look at how he's been campaigned. Obviously, he won a Triumph. He's won over 2 miles. That lends towards the Arkle. Do you think the deciding factor comes down to what else he's got? Ballyburn could go Arkle, or probably will go Arkle. Madgeborough, let's say he went to the Arkle, that still leaves him with Dancing City, the current favourite.
Dancing what?
City.
Nice to see it.
Current favourite. Imperi Pass, 3 miler, and Il Atlantique, 3 mile novice chaser.
And we've literally just seen Slade Still get beat by Lecky Watson, who obviously did jump right-handed, but is basically an out 3 mile, running over 2.5, outstaying Slade Still, got to have Rachel Blackmore back, but probably an outsider. But again, another one.
Yeah,
to add into the mix.
So one is Ammo. I think it makes sense for him to go to the Arkle, but then Ballyburn is at current talked about as unbeatable. I'd love to see that match. I'd love to see Madgeborough and Ballyburn.
Will it happen?
Why not?
If I'm giving you your free bet now, is it Ballyburn or Date?
I'd have it on Madgeborough just out of
value.
I like him. I've been.
Ballyburn's favourite.
I know. No, Madgeborough, I said at the start of the year, I was excited to see what he did, and he was very good on his day.
You're backing both. Split your stakes and your free bet.
I don't think you'd be getting too much value in that.
And cover a load of stud.
Yeah, too right.
It'd be a great race, but yeah, that's, I don't know.
Dominated by Ireland, but although Nicky Anderson threw his hat into the ring with Django Bay. Chasing debut, beating Calder Pod of Springwell Bay, is that... We're getting weight off Springwell Bay, but is that form to get excited about? 14s for the Brown Advisory, 25s for the Arkle.
Was it 4 in a race, wasn't it? And we had a chat on Friday. You were away, so we were having our little chat, and you were all over Caldwell Potter, and I was over Springwell Bay, and the first line was going through Django Bay. So it all went well.
I thought it was a good enough performance. I thought it was a good performance, actually.
It was a really good performance.
Jumped well. I'd say I know Nick Henderson was asked on Racing TV after what he would do, and he said, we'll have to see what Willie does with his and yada yada. But I think he's surely nailed on to go 3 miles. He looks a big, strong horse. He's won over 2.5 on his chasing debut. I'd say he, and the 3 mile division at current, I know we don't know who's going where, but how we've got it looks weaker or more winnable over 3 miles. What I would say about him is he's about the same price as Jukebox Man. He impressed me more than Jukebox Man. Thought he was good, and he's done it at Cheltenham, which counts for a lot.
Went over Christmas, I believe, aren't we?
So where would you go? Arkle?
3 miles for Django Bay, and I'd say he's not the worst each way bet. He's won round Cheltenham. He's beaten decent horses. He's got to improve again still. He's a nice big horse. He was backed as well. He was fancied. Like there's enough to like about him.
And Nico put together a reel on Instagram. Have you seen it?
No.
Fair play to him. He's got home and he's sticking a reel together of all the jumps, which is actually really good to see how good it was. So do you want some of these? First of all, right, these are the replies. This is why we love social media. Brilliant. But what's your excuse for the first race? You didn't try that on. That's nice. No finer sight in racing than Bourneville on a top-class chaser. Sean Bowen would have won on the bridle. And finally, you should do columns about horses you don't try on. You'd have really sore typing fingers. So he sat there and he's put them all together going, look, there's a couple of mistakes here.
Abuse.
Yeah, it's just got abuse.
I'm going to bet that Nico didn't put that reel together. Someone else did.
And also,
I'm sure
Matt's got a burner account.
Right, dominating Ireland then, the novice chases. Just wait till this, because we're talking about the novice hurdlers now that we saw over the last few days, and this is just look at the head of this betting for the Supreme. It is just Ireland. We'll start with a new one into the mix, Cal Histoire. 16-1 for the Supreme after a winning debut at Cork for Willie Mullins, JP McManus.
Yeah, well, Ed's Mangle for the Supreme already. I mean, I looked at it today and there's probably 40 horses in there.
Yeah.
I thought, did it easy, sticky over the first 3, but kept going. Mark Walsh interviewed straight away on Racing TV, said needs to improve the jumping. But, again, it was one of those that you just look at in the JP colours and you go, this looks nice, this looks sexy. But Mark Walsh wasn't, committing. He never commits anyway to where they're going next or what the idea is. But visually, I thought it was very impressive.
Yeah, it was good. Obviously, I struggle to love horses for the Supreme that don't jump slicker. that's what I'm normally looking for, because you get caught out in the Supreme. They go quick and Cheltenham's tricky, and if your jumping's a bit messy, which I think we'll speak about Country Mile as well. I think the pair of them could have been a bit neater, albeit 12 lengths clear of third and won well. So he's a good horse, but there's others in the market.
Well, the Jasmine de Var, is it Jasmine de Var?
Yeah, last year's
yeah,
bump
similar performance at Navan, and I preferred that and the similar prices.
I think we'll go further. Jasmine de Var, I think we'll be 2.5.
You mentioned
even in the market for 3 miles.
Country Mile, obviously I know one heading chest, but he's already been beaten. He's beaten by road less travelled at Haydock. What was it? Sudden improvement, or did the horses not perform? That's nice, but disappointing.
Yeah, the race fell apart a bit, didn't it? I can't remember
Palacios. Is it Palacios?
Wingman,
went off. Went off in front.
They went quick. I suppose the argument for Country Mile was that he did follow Wingman relatively closely, and Wingman absolutely just gas blew out, and although Country Mile was held up, it wasn't like he was miles off the pace. He was kind of tracking Wingman and went past him so easily. So it was a nice performance. Again, bit messy at a few. Don't know. And the same, you mentioned Mark Walsh's comments. I know that jockeys for a Supreme Hope aren't going to get off it and go, wow, this wins the Supreme. But Harry Skelton wasn't like...
I don't think it's got a Cheltenham,
He wasn't overly keen on it.
Well, no, I was just thinking...
Or excited about it. He kind of said, look, it's won well and the race has happened how it has, but wasn't getting the impression he thought it was amazing.
My point is, the big overreaction probably at 20-1. They've got some nice novice hurdlers, but they've got Royal Infantry, who I saw in parts in the press this week saying, he's actually, all these horses are blotting the copybook. Not much has really come out. You look at the betting the head of the Supreme. He's done nothing wrong. He's 2 from 2 and he winged around Haydock.
And you've always got to believe the Skeltons for anything. The favourite for the King George, which we won't see this time at Christmas. And also, to be fair, Harry Skelton did come out and said, look, it's a bit raw, this horse. He's headstrong at home. He needs lots of racing, and essentially saying he's not up to a Supreme level.
And yeah, they know what they've got at home, don't they? So they know how to measure that against the other horses in the yard. And
you're just bitter because of another altercation at the buffet table with Dan Skelton.
another one. He was there first. I said, no, I'm devastated. Utah 20-1 shot, and he stayed around on a Tuesday. Utah, never backed it.
Right, the French had a winner. James Reeve came over for one ride.
Yeah, no, that was the tip.
Why did we not?
Well, thanks for watching. But put it up in the forecast with the fav, obviously.
I mean, anything French goes in a forecast.
Yeah, what? The cross country? We got the cross country. We got the what do you call it? Forecast up.
Yeah.
Fair. We got the second half of the forecast up.
We'll mention that again in a minute.
Oh, too right. What do you think?
God, again, not overly excited. I just don't see it as a festival winner. Western Knights form's not that great from Ascot with Excello that got turned over at Windsor.
Your horse to follow. I noticed that you weren't mentioning that.
It's been turned over twice on time. The market thought it was one to follow.
Just skate around that.
Yeah. Who else was it? Who else was in there? The Skyjack Hijack.
Yeah. What do you think? What do you make of that?
Don't know. Maybe
reach the level.
Yeah, potentially. Yeah, just that's where it's at.
£41 is probably
which
been well placed.
Yeah, got into deeper waters really, hasn't he, and not been good enough in the finish. I'd have a horse like Potter's Charm that's won a better race and more convincingly. I know Potter's Charm could go 2.5 rather than 3, but a horse like that would be leagues ahead of JetBlue for me at current. Don't think it was that good a race. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, maybe.
No, but the French come
stamina.
Over. Yeah, the French come over, and I said it last week, and I genuinely mean it. Unless you've got James Reilly or Felix de Giles on, you can't many French jocks ain't coming over and doing anything.
When it comes out of Bartlett, there'll be loads of Irish embryonic chasers in there.
And it's nice, you know what? It's nice to see. It's nice to see the French coming over. I mean, you remember the days of Barracuda and stuff, will you? Was it Thierry Dumas or François Dumas? Was it Thierry Dumas? Was it?
Jockey,
I mean, geez, watching him. It was shocking. 3 world hurdles, wasn't it?
Limbs everywhere.
Yeah.
Made Luke Morris look compact.
Yeah. He made Luke Morris look like Frankie Nattori.
So, do you know I'm not giving up on Romeo Coolio? Step him up and trip. He's not a lost cause for me.
What was the excuse last time?
Just got racing a little bit late. Step him up and trip.
It was a grade 1.
Come on, Gordy.
Yeah, I suppose, yeah.
No, grade 2. Right, the bumper. You've got a line, you said. Obviously, we've got a brand new favourite. Calypso Chance won a race that is littered An illustrious roll of honour at Navan, wasn't it, on Sunday? 6-1 favourite.
And was ridden by
Patrick Mullins.
Who
also rode Future Prospect.
For Gordon Elliott.
He's got the scoop. He's rode them both.
Yeah, too right.
Well, yeah, so don't mention that then. Future Prospect as well. 14 to 1. He looks really well named. I mean, there's the two for the weekend. Have gone bam straight in head of the market.
The Gordon horse. He was asked this morning on the radio, "Is that your best bumper horse?" And he said, "I hope not." I don't know if you heard that. That was pretty, yeah. Genuinely. Nick Luck asked him and said, "Is this your best bumper horse?" And he said, "I hope not." So that says to me, wow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It is interesting, isn't it?
But James Owen said he had a better juvenile at home.
Yeah, but he still might.
Do we believe trainers?
But he still might.
Yeah,
No.
just not Lavendale Mob.
Dan Scout at the buffet on Tuesday at Utogster. Are you using that voucher for food? Have you been up before, sir? No, I think it was apparently the deal between the jocks was it was a second pick, wasn't it? The second pick, so they didn't have a jock. So there's not a lot better in a bumper than Paddy Mullins.
No.
So they use him.
This time last year, we hadn't seen the first or second from Cheltenham's champion bupper.
No, and we've got Leopardstown at Christmas where there were loads of clues.
Yeah, we've got away. Sound a bit negative the last few races. I've been like, meh, not good. Irish Chasers, very good. Matchborough, Dancing City. What we saw at Cheltenham, bumpers. Gordon clearly doesn't think it's any good.
That's why I put Buddy on it. Give him the dodgy one. Thank you for this is great.
He'd fall off this, I tell you. He'd fall off this. We'll take him out for a Christmas.
Go and tell your dad we've got that one covered. What's mentioned the cross country as well? You mentioned the forecast in November. Mr. Coffee second again.
Can I have?
Why are we not backing that? Why?
No, I did. I put it in a treble. I put it in treble at the weekend.
No, to finish exactly second. It's just that's been the bet for the last 2 years.
But can you you have Cyber Nanny and whatever on your phone, right? Apps when you're trying to lose weight, so you can't get a Just Eat, or you try not to have a bet, so it blocks your account or whatever. Can somebody please give me a Mr. Coffee
block app
that stops it? So when I go, do you know what? I even looked at it for the big one at Cheltenham, and it's 11, 12 to 1, something like that. You're telling me that's not going to be out there? It's not going to be out the first three.
If
it's got to win one at one point, and it was cruising again.
Are the handicappers now just going, should we just drop him like £10?
Like go down.
So should we just drop him because he needs to win a race?
And also he wasn't cheap, was he either?
No.
15 starts over fences.
Go on.
Still a maiden. 8 seconds, 3/3.
I'd love to know what that would have paid if you just backed him second.
But he's never an outrageous sort of price.
No.
And I thought he was going to win this time. I genuinely did. In the race. But also Stumptown, he was on it.
Keith Donoghue, the coolest man in racing.
He was really cool. He was trying to make it look like he didn't have a ton in hand, but I think he's got a ton in hand.
I don't think he did a good job of making it look like it didn't have a ton in hand.
He's 4-1 favourite for the festival Stumptown. I mean, to be fair...
What's he going to go up?
That's the question, isn't it?
It's a difficult one.
Mr. Coffey's going to go down 2 stone. And he's going to get £7.
But that was a proper good race, that one the other day on Friday. It's a handicap. It wasn't make a handicap.
Late Night Pass was trying.
That was a brilliant race.
Yeah, it was a great
16 runners.
Yeah.
The French horse came over out the handicap, went off favourite. Iso Madrid was a big drifter in the end. But, it was a proper... We had the one at the November meeting was... Sweet David won it when Tommy Bow ran out, and they're what 130, 140.
But give you the forecast of that as well. I mean, you look at it. I've been saying for
cross country specialist, and
a bumper specialist. Saying for a while, I've really liked this as a spectacle for years, and the proper Cheltenham snobs have gone, it shouldn't be on there or whatever. And then you go like, do you really need this mare's hurdle? Do you need this? Do you need whatever? I really enjoy it, and now I've changed it. I think I've changed it for the better as well. And again, the weekend, I thought it was a cracking race.
Yeah, I enjoyed watching it. I've actually tried to get stuck into figuring out who might be well handicapped and looking at those.
And what'd you come up with?
The 6th, 7th, 8th. Bustleton, I think, is worth keeping an eye on. He raced in
both.
He's raced in both. Was just like out the back for the entire race in November, and then was middle of the pack. He had 9 to pass turning home, and actually finished off his race quite well. It's annoying the camera skips to the front view for a little bit, so you miss him, but he finishes his race quite nicely. He finishes 5th in the end, or 6th in the end. He's rated 140, might go down a few pounds. He was 3rd in a Hennessy off a 149. He
won a Kerry National, won a Galway Blazers.
Yeah, was 2nd in some sort of Grade 2 chase over in Ireland. He's been racing on the flat and changed owners and all sorts. So they've come up with a new plan for him, and the plan clearly is to get him more handicap for the cross country. He's worth keeping an eye on, I think.
And Tommy Bow was given well, not quite right. The ground was crap, but he was given. I think it was pulled up or tailed off last time, but he'd probably won the one last month if Michael Nolan had gone the right way.
Yeah,
If the horse hadn't jinked, you know what I mean. So and that's what, about 20-1, something like that. Galvin's in there, your old mate.
Well, yeah, it's changed though, hasn't it? This is the thing. This is the one Cheltenham change I didn't love. I'd like to just keep it as it was. Not that, but I like the handicap.
Try all year.
No, because now that is the case.
Yeah.
There's horses that won't be trying all year, and then they'll turn up at the festival. Whereas before, you could have good handicaps throughout the year, and that wouldn't change this festival because you're all going to go off the same weight. Whereas now you do get the non-triers, and that's what I've been trying to hunt for. Those mid-pack that might actually turn up at the festival.
But what you're looking for now is something to beat Mr. Coffee. So if it's going to be Tommy Bow,
we know where those horses are, don't we? We know that where their handicap marks are. Whereas you need something that clearly is better than what it's rated. Back to Buston as well. He's only 7 years old. I feel like he's been around a lot longer.
Yeah.
He's only 7, so it's not as if he's fallen off the wagon and he's old and he's knackered.
Are we putting that up as a bet then?
I wonder what price he is. I wouldn't be. I'd be bold and throw him up for the cross country Christmas special.
That's it. Hello, guys. I was watching your thing, and it was meant to be a Christmas special talking about bleeding cross country in March.
Probably won't even give racing it now.
I'm just trying to have a look for
Could be a massive price. 33.
I don't even know what day it's on now. Tuesday, back to Tuesday, is it?
Wednesday.
Friday, isn't it?
What price for the cross country to be on Wednesday?
I'm going 3 to 1 Wednesday.
I can't even find it anymore.
Yeah, I don't think you'd get it priced up at this point, would you?
It is, yeah, because I saw Stumptown was 4-1 favourite, so it's definitely priced up somewhere. Well, I know, talk amongst yourselves.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's a paper aeroplane.
And behind Bustleton as well was the Goffer, who went off favourite.
It also seems like it's been around forever.
Year. It does, yeah, and it's also not that old, and is one that has always been plotted and it's never worked out for him. He was 9-2 favourite for the Ultima last year. Now he's having a crack at the cross country.
They won the Ultima last year.
Chianti Classic? No.
Chianti Classic,
yeah.
Sad about
Who was reported lame after.
Yes, very sad.
Not finishing his race.
Tendon injury, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really sad that.
Probably career over.
Yeah, good horse.
Which is really sad. I'm going to catch you on the hop a little bit because obviously after the new year, we're going to start our anti-post portfolio. But if there's one, is there one now that you think, you've either had a bet or you think...
East India Dock for the Triumph. I think it'd be really hard to beat.
Is that favourite?
Yeah.
Yeah, got
Bustleton, I mean, what? It could be 50s.
It could be. I'd love to tell you if I could find it.
So you're still looking for this?
Still looking.
IT's down there, got to have a word.
It was definitely the other day because I've got
been
the
pulled
price.
out after we put him up.
See if I can find it.
Look, Langer down for the Coral Cup. Come on. Gaelic Warrior wherever he goes. And an Irish horse for the Supreme.
Okay, there we go. No, can't find it. Oh, there we go. Cross country chase.
33s. No.
It's on Friday. It's on Friday.
And I said it was on Friday. Why does no one listen to me?
There's a very good reason for why people don't listen to you.
Because that's the other one.
A bit of 66s about.
66s. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, it's got 5th written all over it. I was taken by AT Close. I know we're not really spoke about it, but the way I know you made a mistake late on, but you had Peaky Boy in trouble, and I just definitely had something like the Hennessy Welsh National in the future, Ultima.
I got sucked in.
National on Chase.
Did you?
I know Nick Henderson talks about all of his horses as if they're amazing, but he was very sweet on Peaky Boy, and I just blindly thought he's talking about him as if he can't be beaten. He was beaten by.
And Constitution Hill will run.
Well, that takes us very nicely then into part 2 of the show, because we're going to try and find you a few winners over Christmas then, shall we? But obviously, would you expect, as we say here now, Constitution Hill versus Lossiemouth, are we game on?
Well, it depends if we don't get the Twitter update of, hello. It's not the best of news, but Constitution Hill has fallen over in remote control this morning. So we will not be running at Christmas, but look, Constitution Hill goes, it's a non-betting race, isn't it? Unless you've got a strong opinion, you're either a layer or a better of that. Otherwise, Lossiemouth wins if the horse isn't there, but you get a stupid price.
It's a non-betting race. but does it make the champion hurdle a betting? You know,
Do you know what I think I would do?
Out the champion hurdle, I'd be all over it.
I think if he turns up at Christmas pre-race, when they're down at the start, to make sure he's racing, I'll back him for Cheltenham. But I might not, well, I probably won't back him at Christmas just from a fitness edge, but provided he's there and racing.
Could he get beat by Lossiemouth and enhance his reputation? In receipt of weight, first time out.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, there is argument for that. I suppose that...
And if he beats her...
Yeah, of course. I suppose the thing we all hope doesn't happen is he races and then he finishes lame. You know, he had some sort of issue, didn't he? Last time it wasn't an illness. This time it was some sort of...
What is wrong with the horse?
I don't know. I'm not a vet, but that would be the worry. He races, you know, gets 3/4 of the way around, pulled up, turning for home, and that's game over, isn't it?
I mean, you love to see it. I mean, you'd love to see it. You know, I was there at Cheltenham, and you want to see it. I wish Nico would have gone for it, won 20 lengths. But
you'll be there in the paddock. Let us know what is you like. Try not to get sucked in.
I'll have a look at his walk, his confirmation for you. I think I'll back him. I have to back him. I will back him. I'm a believer. The great comeback.
You've got a long wait.
Right, let's get stuck into the King George then, a Kempton Christmas cracker. Obviously, it depends on which Irish are going to come over, but I've actually had a bet this weekend.
Go on then.
I'll tell you in a bit. Keep your powder dry until you two have been. It's not hard to guess what it is. LA Francais is obviously your, but we're still waiting to know if he's going to come over, but I know he's your long range fan.
He's coming over. He's coming over. He's like 11 or 12 to 1 or something like that.
He's been nibbled as we speak.
Felix de Giles said he was all systems go.
Yeah, and I backed him at 4 to 1 at 9 to 4 because I'm shrewd. 9 to 4, 4 to 1. I backed fast or slow just for the cover bet as well. So it's all going well. But now,
so you've got a hill to climb before we're even racing.
No, but 11 12s I'm going back in. I mean, that Novice, the Quarter Star, wasn't it, last year that he was in? Yeah. Just look.
11s and 12s is gone. 10s, general. Top. 10s top.
8, 7,
that's what I mean, is that starting at...
What price will he go off?
Well,
look, if he's confirmed, he's going to go off second favourite, isn't he?
Let's talk about the head of the market though, Grey Dawning. I thought he did, but I thought he enhanced his reputation at Haydock.
Same. No. I don't get why people were put off by it.
That was suited more to Kempton than that.
Royal
It wasn't a hard race.
A hard race, mate. A really hard race. Now, and I know Skelton will run him, and I love him for that. He'll run him. He doesn't wrap him up in bubble wrap or whatever. And they're going for the big, 500 grand prize for Harry, and he's top of the leaderboard for that. But he did say after that, and he was quite emotional after he got beat, and said, "You won't see him. You definitely won't see him at Christmas."
But he did say after that he's come out of it bouncing. A couple of days later.
Well, did he not come out of it bouncing when he realised what wasn't going and went, "Hello,
there is that, and I expect obviously Spillane's Tower will be supplemented if the ground is soft enough. But then will Corbett's Cross run? Is it only one or the other of those two going to go? Both for JP.
I don't think
so.
You
can take that out, one of those out of the market. Would he run them both?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
He's got Factor File in the Savills, hasn't he? So
yeah, that's taken care of Ireland. I think he could run both. Yeah.
The Corbett's Cross thing, was it the Wexford race? It was the most bizarre betting thing ever.
It was strange.
9 to 4 out to 16s or something like that, and end up at 4s and given a very quiet time. It was so weird.
He's an awkward looking horse, isn't he? I don't think he's ever going to look that flash. He doesn't jump that nicely, but
it's quite hard when you have your teeth pulled down.
But it does travel pretty strongly.
He's run over 3 miles 6, 3 miles around Kempton.
Yeah. Back to Grey Dawning though. I think he put in a huge performance.
I do.
I think it was massive.
Is that your shout?
That was Royal Pagai's backyard.
Is it favourite?
Royal Pagai's ground.
No, I agree. I agree.
And if he has had a hard race and then come out of it well, that for me is a sign of an improving horse that keeps racing, keeps enjoying his racing.
The Irish could have a strong challenge. They've also got Banbridge and Envoy LN.
Banbridge goes.
Yep.
Joe O'Brien this morning said it goes. They haven't got Jock at the minute.
Banbridge for me, I can't have it
3 miles
over Hewick at half the price when they both want.
Well, Hewick's supposedly
ground.
Staying over hurdles in Ireland.
Is he?
Yeah, I believe he's not going.
Not gonna.
Supposed to be staying over hurdles in Ireland was the latest chat for.
And Shark's gone off to America to see his sister.
Keep him quiet until.
Palmer Tonkinson.
Are they protesting, keeping Hewick out of business till Shark's back in business?
Sneezy Foster.
yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, maybe Banbridge does have a shout then.
Right. Right, La Presse.
Can't have it.
Venetia.
I know that.
She's what, 6 in the trainers table. She's had 16 winners so far this year. The last 3 Saturdays at the big race. You know, and she's got 2 in there. I'm not sure what's she one called who won the Betfred Chase. Royal Pagaille. I don't think.
I assume he'll wait for Haydock.
And La Presse fell when in that battle with Brave Man's Game.
That's a weak King George, though, isn't it?
2 years ago.
King George
last year.
Brave Man's Game and Royal Pagaille.
It is. This is what I've backed.
What?
Because
Royal Pagaille?
If one of if one of the Irish, I assume not all the Irish, Blaine Tower, Corbett Cross will come over. You mentioned if Grey Dawning does or doesn't go, we'll find out. Ile France, the doubt. Not only is she flying, this horse is record fresh.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Last year won the rehearsal chase.
Yeah.
Sorry, it was 2 years ago. Won the rehearsal chase off massive weight.
Yeah.
Then came out and won at Lingfield, beating Protectorat. First time out in deep ground at Lingfield. He's going to go here fresh. He was only beaten. Well, he's beaten not that far in a Gold Cup. Was he fourth in a Gold Cup? I don't understand what you mean last year, but he was strongly fancied last year. There was quite a bit of pressure on Charlie Deutsch. He went a decent clip. It was 2 years ago, wasn't it?
2 years ago, and he failed, didn't he?
Yeah, there was quite a bit of pressure on him when he was strongly fancied. This year, he might be able to ride him a little bit colder. He's a stronger horse. He'd be fresh.
I love your thinking. I mean,
I thought 11 to
I like
1.
the way you're thinking. I love that, and I love Ile France.
And obviously, we're big Venetia fans and Charlie Deutsch fans, which helps.
Charlie Deutsch is the man of the season for us, isn't he?
Well, obviously there's doubts about the leading contenders, and having been there and done, and he would have gone very close to winning. I know you got Brave Man's Game in there at 16s and 20, thinking, well, why are you not backing him? But he's blocked his copybook on so many occasions. This fella's still quite lightly raced.
Yeah, no, he could probably improve for that, couldn't he? He could probably race better than that.
Talked you around, haven't we?
No. I can't have it. I just think that was a weak King George, and he was very closely matched with Brave Man's Game, Royal Pagaille.
So okay, top 2: Ile France, La Presse. What was your
Frankie pick for the TriCast?
Yeah. Hewitt, late and fast.
Grey Dawning.
Not running.
Corbett's Cross.
Ooh, really?
Yeah. I think he's on the up. He was my shout for the Brown Advisory last year. No, he didn't run it. I ended up backing him at 2-1 for the National Chase.
Again, it's JP Bingo, isn't it?
Yeah, I just think he's a horse rapidly on the up. You just have to be brave enough to ignore the bizarre Wexford race. To there.
Right, let's look at the big handicap then. The Welsh Grand National. Mr. Vango is Frankie's pick here because that's favourite.
Good pick.
No,
it's my lay.
Yeah. Your old mate Nassalam.
I know.
Back for more.
£7 higher. Pulled up. Pulled up as it.
No, 18th and a half there. Pulled up in Gold Cup. 18th International. Pulled up at Cheltenham. Pulled up at Cheltenham.
If it's bottomless ground, you'll have to have a go. But that's the game we're playing, I guess. Start playing the weather game a little bit closer because Mr. Vango wants it as soft as possible, as does Nassalam. Gallia de la Tour wants it soft as well. The one that we all put up last year, Monbeg Genius, won't mind what it is. And
he just didn't go, did he?
After a
good second, that at Haydock.
I think that's a great second. Behind Fontaine Collonges, Venetia's firing, soft ground, Haydock, basically everything in Fontaine Collonges' favour. Coming back on your reappearance run at Haydock on heavy ground's hard work. I think he's the shout again, isn't he, to make our money back if he goes.
It could be.
Unless it's completely bottomless ground, then I probably actually would back my old mate Nassalam.
Do you know what? It's like I've left my things here. The three also written down with Nassalam, Monbeg Genius, and Fontaine Collonges available at 20s this morning, something like that.
Yeah, I think is he entered at the weekend? Maybe a lot of these are entered the weekend. Trelawn's entered the weekend.
I think he could win on Saturday.
Trelawn, Kim Bailey.
Yeah.
What about Jubilee Express? What's the word on the Sam Thomas grapevine?
Saturday, Sam.
Honestly, I haven't heard. I genuinely haven't messaged Sam for a while, and the reason was when he had his baby, I said, give us your new address, and I'll send you loads of stuff over. And I asked Sam, I forgot all about it, so I've been avoiding him like the plague. So until I get that sorted, I just had other stuff on my mind. So I've had nothing from Sam Thomas, but Monbeg Genius, Monbeg Genius, I think.
Monbeg Genius was my shout, and at a tiny bit of a bigger price, Gallia de la Tour, just because Dan Scouten said pre-Hennessy, she'd probably be a Welsh national type.
Well, she loves the mud, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Chepstow, amazing food.
Left-handed.
Yeah, second in the classic chase.
Did work, yeah.
Off similar mark.
Okay. Right. The big one in Ireland is...
Same mark.
You done?
Second off the same mark.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Right, okay. The big one in Ireland...
Microphone's working.
The big one in Ireland is the Savills Chase, of course, a big 3 mile Gold Cup trial, but a big massive race in its own right. Factifile, Galloping Deschamps Part 2, throw Jerry Colombe into the mix as well. I Am Maximus, maybe the Grand National winner, could Corbett's Cross or Splains Tower stay at home. What a race this is.
Well, I think I said to Frankie since we came in today, whatever you fancy for the Savills wins the Gold Cup at Cheltenham. So I think if you've got a really strong opinion and you go, Factifile, and you go, right, okay, the Young Pretender, here we go, and wins both. There's no point backing one. Well, he's 7-4 the pair, 7-4 2 to 1, something like that. Mm-hmm. With Jerry about 8-6 or something like that. You've been saying since I've known you, Galloping Deschamps. Are you getting off the train, or because Factifile looks good?
I don't know if I fully
because you've been talking about
agree with you.
And this
Galloping Deschamps could still get beat and win at Cheltenham, maybe. Well, I mean,
yeah,
obviously
there,
he could.
He'll either win or lose.
I think I am with Factifile at Christmas, though. I think he could. Not because Galloping Deschamps did anything wrong in the John Durkan. I think that was actually his best John Durkan performance. I just think Factifile was that good.
I mean, I know Fast or Slow's not in this race, but will Fast or Slow beaten both?
No.
Okay.
I think
when was
Factifile could be...
To do it, Aplutar didn't. She did the Rachel did the Betfred Chase Haydock, didn't she?
Yep.
Then went on to. She was second in Ireland, wasn't she?
Chinned.
Yeah, chinned in Ireland, and then won the Gold Cup.
Did somebody do the treble?
I did the treble that year, yeah. And then she put her hands up and said it was her fault, and I'm like, oh, please, I can't have a go now.
Yeah, I think Factifile could win at the weekend, but unless he wins by a couple of lengths, I don't know if that would completely cement him for the Gold Cup. If there was a neck in it, it's not going to change much, is it, in the market?
And they're going to be primed, aren't they? I mean, I don't know as far as where the prestige comes, as far as what. Well, this used to be the Lexus. That's right. The Lexus Chase.
I know you got the DRF thrown into the mix.
Yeah,
the Gold Cup as well.
So are they going to be revved fully up? And can you get them re-revved for March?
I don't think they'll both go to the Irish Gold Cup. I'd imagine one of them
too much, isn't it?
But yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Factifile. I think for the double.
Do you?
I genuinely I like Factifile here just because the improvement. The improvement for me.
I think he can win at Christmas as well. Don't know if I'm brave enough for the double, but then I will look stupid if he wins by 2 lengths and you're all sat on the double. So. Depends how.
I won't tell you then.
It depends how brave you are. But I thought it was a huge performance by Factifile in the John Durkan.
Yeah, I thought.
And when Splains Tower came to him, I think there was actually quite a bit left under the bonnet to go. Sorry.
Yeah,
not today.
I mean, in my court, I want to know where Monty Starr's going to go. I've not seen him this year yet.
No.
A lot of Shrewdies tipped him up, didn't they, for Cheltenham? What?
He was all over it, wasn't he?
He was all over it, Cheltenham. Yeah.
He ran a decent race.
We've got 3 lengths to find on Factifile. He was 7-4 and he's in there at 25.
Yeah.
Just chinned by Splains Tower at Punchestown. Mm. I just wish we'd have seen him. I think we should have seen him by now.
I wouldn't know.
So where is he?
Who knows?
Good question. Who do you think is going to win at Christmas? Do you think it is a match, top 2, a ding-dong?
Yes, I think Jerry Colombe blotted his copybook, didn't he? So
yeah.
There's now looking further down that
it's Factifile's one of the horses that I never understood why he was always so short, but obviously because he's very good.
Very good.
Yeah, but did his form really stack up as a?
It does now
in
after
a bumper, because
John Durkan.
Don't forget he never ran over hurdles, did he? He did the Florida Pearl route.
Yeah. Well, I'm really sorry. This is and taking it away from racing into football. But all these people right at the start when you went, Rodri's the best player in the world in that position, and Man City haven't had him because he's done his cruise ship or whatever it is. Oh no, it's not just one player. Everybody now is realising, yeah, it is. So he is dead good as his Factifile. That's why he's short. That's why he's been hyped.
Yeah,
and that's why they win.
Yeah, Galloping Deschamps for me then.
Really?
Just play devil's advocate. No, I don't know. Maybe Factor File, new kid on the block.
I think he's got the engine.
Maybe.
I
Don't think he was. Well, obviously they raced.
It's one for Willie.
They ran different races, didn't they? Galloping the Champs was obviously going to finish tired the way he raced, but Factor File looked like he hit the line hard. I'd say there was a lot more to give.
Okay, right. Give us one over Christmas then.
Oh God.
Do you know what? In my head, I've just got
Trelawn this Saturday.
Yeah, Joel's cupboard. One's going to get us the Christmas books.
That thing. JP's also on Sunday. That was smashed.
I was going to give you one for Saturday, but
Then give us one for Saturday then.
Beat the Bat at Ascot in the handicap hurdle. What you like? Be aware in.
Yeah, I do like Be Aware.
But Beat the Bat won at Ascot last season and was second to my mate Steel Alley, who's gone up however many pounds. Beat the Bat's gone up 2, I think. He's got to have a good chance, and he's a much better price than. He's not the favourite.
Is Fontaine Clonge entered at the weekend?
No.
Well, that's it. That was.
So him for the Welsh National.
Yeah, him for the Welsh National then, and Monbeg Genius. I've really got into my forecasts, exactors, whatever you want to call them, or whatever. And I love playing those at the minute. No, I haven't even looked. For
Your mate Gaelic Warrior
this week. What? Leopardstown.
2 miler over Christmas.
Was he about 1 to 6?
Yeah.
No,
What price?
in that
1 to 5?
rewards chase 2 mile on the 27th.
Yeah, grade 1.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And what price?
5 to 4, something like that.
Sure, that one.
5 to 4. Are you on the?
And he's staying 2 miles, isn't he?
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
been confirmed.
Yeah.
Well, he'll win wherever he goes.
Found a 50. He's got the beating of him. Ilete Tomps probably might not even go there. Could step up in trip.
Are you serious? 5 to 4.
Marine National, game over. Yeah.
Leopardstown at the weekend. Leopardstown at the weekend. The Gaelic Warrior. Now hurry up, wrap this up. I've got to get down the bucket.
It's probably 1 to 2 for another race, but
I have battle on press for the King George, so I will stick with him.
Really?
He's a knocking each way bet. Yeah, I think the race might cut up. So
Yeah, I 100% agree with you and what you said about going extremely well fresh.
right, there we are then. Thanks to the boys. Do I know what you're doing for Christmas?
staying at home, going to the pub.
And then off to Kempton Boxing Day.
Exactly that. Which there's a bet here that you should announce.
To vote Thierry Henry.
Shocked.
Gaelic Warrior at Christmas in the Grade 1 2 mile chase and the Champion chase. Doublé. That's you all over that. Fair prices as well.
Of course it is. It's odds against, isn't it? I like that. Yeah, cool. I'm up for that.
Okay, he's off to the bookies.
Yeah,
he's off to the bookies and back it. Right, join us for the Punter's Guide on Friday. I'll lose so many days over Christmas. Ascot, Long Walk Early, and of course a Betfred sponsored card at Haydock. That's what are you doing for Christmas?
I am going to the in-laws to watch the King George. I'll probably get told to get off my phone about 8 times. Shh, Daddy, you want to play with this? Shh. Just let me see this race. That's what I'm doing. And what are you doing, Matt?
I'm working. I'll be in the office Boxing Day, loving it. Getting paid to watch racing and football.
Double time?
No.
Oh, did you get your Christmas bonus, by the way, from Betfred?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Did you?
Yeah,
Enjoy
sure.
it, spend it wisely.
Yeah, I will do.
Yeah, sausage roll from Greg's.
Yeah. In the 116 at Crayford, you get a free £2 bet.
Right, £2 gone up, hasn't it?
I know,
Double it from last year. Brilliant, right. Hopefully, so you can join us Friday. And of course, we're looking forward to just a brilliant festive period and seeing some Christmas crackers.